The story of southern Somalia begins with the sea. For thousands of years, its long coastline has been a place of meeting and exchange. Imagine, if you will, ancient ships, their sails full of wind, arriving from faraway lands like Egypt, Rome, India, and even China. These ships were not just carrying goods, they were carrying stories, ideas, and dreams. The ports of southern Somalia, such as Mogadishu, Merka, and Barawa, were famous across the ancient world. They were busy, bustling places, full of sounds and smells from distant corners of the globe. These ports were the heart of the region, pumping life and wealth into the land. Merchants from these Somali city-states were known for their skill and bravery. They commanded the trade routes of the Indian Ocean, connecting Africa to Asia and the Middle East. They offered precious goods that were highly sought after. These included media group, close-up of frankincense and myrrh resin, frankincense being sold in a Somali market at its stock at it distribute equally, fragrant frankincense and myrrh, which were used in temples and palaces far away, ivory, animal skins, and gold. In return, they received media group, brightly colored textiles and beads on display in Somali market, fine pottery and spices being traded at a port at its stock at it distribute equally, beautiful textiles, colorful beads, fine pottery, and spices. This trade was not just about making money, it was a powerful way of connecting with other civilizations, learning from them, and sharing their own rich culture in return. Life in these port cities was organized around the rhythm of the monsoons. The winds would blow the ships in one direction for half the year, and in the opposite direction for the other half. This natural cycle dictated the seasons of trade and travel. When the ships arrived, the cities would come alive with activity. Markets would be filled with traders haggling over prices in many different languages. The local Somali people developed a sophisticated urban culture, building impressive stone houses and grand mosques. They created a society that was open to the world, confident in its own identity, and prosperous because of its links to the sea. The foundations of southern Somalia were built on this maritime heritage. The sea was not a barrier but a bridge, a great blue road that led to opportunity and discovery. The wealth generated from this trade allowed powerful city-states to grow and flourish for centuries. They became centers of learning and religion, attracting scholars and holy men from across the Islamic world. This early history shaped the character of the Somali people, making them resilient, resourceful, and deeply connected to the wider world. It is a history written in the salt of the sea and the stones of the ancient cities. The constant flow of trade ships brought more than just valuable cargo to the shores of southern Somalia. With every vessel that docked, new people arrived, carrying with them their unique customs, languages, and beliefs. Arab, Persian, and Indian traders were common sights in the bustling markets of Merka and Barawa. Many of these merchants chose to stay, marrying into local families and becoming part of the community. This mixing of peoples created a vibrant and diverse society, a beautiful tapestry woven from many different cultural threads. It was a place where different traditions could meet and blend together in harmony. One of the most significant influences to arrive on these shores was the religion of Islam. Arab traders and missionaries brought the teachings of the Prophet Muhammad in the very early centuries of the faith. The Somali people, with their long history of monotheism, warmly embraced Islam. It quickly became the central pillar of their society and culture. Grand mosques were built in the coastal cities, some of which still stand today as a testament to this profound spiritual transformation. Islam provided a unifying force, a shared set of values and laws that connected the different city-states and linked them to the wider Islamic world, from North Africa to Indonesia. This cultural exchange enriched every aspect of life. The Swahili language, a beautiful blend of Bantu and Arabic, flourished along the coast, becoming the language of trade and diplomacy. Somali architecture began to show influences from Persia and Arabia, with carved wooden doors and coral stone walls becoming common features. The food also changed, with new spices like cinnamon, cloves, and cardamom adding exciting new flavors to local dishes. This fusion was not about one culture replacing another. It was about creating something new and unique, a coastal culture that was distinctly Somali, yet also cosmopolitan and open to the world. The people of southern Somalia did not just passively receive these influences, they adapted them and made them their own. They took the best of what the world had to offer and integrated it into their own strong traditions. This ability to absorb new ideas while maintaining a core identity is a key part of the Somali character. The result was a sophisticated and dynamic civilization that was admired throughout the Indian Ocean. It was a society that valued knowledge, faith, and commerce, and it thrived for centuries because it understood the power of connection and the beauty of diversity. Daily life in the ancient coastal cities of southern Somalia was a vibrant mix of local tradition and international flair. In the mornings, the call to prayer from the minarets would echo through the narrow streets, a sound that united the city's inhabitants in their shared faith. Afterwards, the markets would spring to life. Local farmers would bring fresh fruits and vegetables from the fertile lands along the Shabelle and Juba rivers, while fishermen would haul in their catch from the rich ocean waters. The air would be thick with the aroma of spices, grilled fish, and freshly baked bread, a testament to the region's bounty and its diverse culinary heritage. The family was the heart of society, and respect for elders was a deeply held value. Homes were often large, multi-generational compounds where grandparents, parents, and children lived together. Storytelling was a cherished pastime, a way for elders to pass down history, wisdom, and cultural values to the younger generation. These stories, or shiko, were often epic poems about heroic warriors, clever merchants, and the origins of their clans. This oral tradition was incredibly strong, preserving the memory and identity of the people long before their history was written down in books. It was the glue that held the community together. Education was highly valued, especially religious education. Children would attend Quranic schools, known as dugzi, where they would learn to read and write in Arabic and memorize passages from the Holy Book. For those who wished to continue their studies, the major cities like Mogadishu were home to famous scholars and centers of Islamic learning. The people were not just traders, they were poets, theologians, and jurists. This love of learning and poetry is a defining characteristic of Somali culture, a source of pride and a way of expressing complex ideas and deep emotions with beauty and precision. Craftsmanship also flourished in these coastal communities. Weavers created beautiful textiles with intricate patterns, which were highly prized in foreign markets. Potters shaped clay into elegant and useful vessels, while carpenters and masons built the sturdy stone houses and magnificent mosques that define the city's skylines. These skills were passed down from one generation to the next, ensuring a high standard of quality and artistry. Life was a blend of hard work, strong faith, deep family bonds, and a rich artistic tradition, all nurtured by the wealth and knowledge that flowed from the sea.